Welcome to the Eagles off-season coverage with your host, Pablo Gary. Let's get into today's video.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Step on, spin, move, in zone, go.
Let's go. Eagles on 3, 1, 2, 3. There you go.
What is going on, Eagles Nation? Welcome back to Think Eagles. I am Pablo Gary, your number one Eagles fan from Maryland. And in today's video, I want to offer Brian Johnson a sincere apology. Former Eagles offensive coordinator Brian Johnson, a sincere apology. I knew something just was off. I knew something wasn't right. There was an article that came out today about the offense last year and who's to be 100% responsible and who was 100% the blame. And in that article, it said that Nick Sirianni was 1,000% to blame for that offense. And now it just makes sense because I'm like, wait a minute, wait. Brian Johnson and Jalen Hurts have developed a relationship since this kid was a kid. Since he was in high school. So if there was something that Jalen Hurts did not like in the offense, I'm sure because of their relationship, Jalen Hurts could say, hey, yo, Brian, let's take this out of the game plan this week. I don't like it against this defense. Let's do this. This is something that I like. And now it just makes sense. Brian Johnson last year, he looked clueless. He looked like he was basically trying to give an excuse for something that wasn't his. And it makes sense. It makes sense why he looked awkward. It makes sense like his answers that he would give. It's like he couldn't say, bro, it's not my offense. It's nothing I can do. Nick Sirianni told me to run X amount of plays, and this is just what I have to do. So to you, Brian Johnson, I apologize. There's a quote that I saw online that says, your apologies better be as loud as your disrespect. Your apologies better be as loud as your disrespect. So Brian Johnson, I apologize. I wish you nothing but success with the Washington Commanders. I hope that they give you the free reign and the creative freedom to, do what you have to do. Not against the Eagles, of course, but I'm going to keep up with the Commanders to see what that offense looks like and to see if, Brian Johnson, see who he really is, man. I think it sucks that somebody that Jalen Hurts has a strong relationship with wasn't given a real opportunity to succeed. And to me, that points to a bigger problem. It's crazy that a guy lost his job. We blamed him as a fan. And to Nick Sirianni's credit, he did come out on December 20th, 2023. There's an article. He did come out and say, I'm to blame for the offense. Blame me. This is my offense. It's not fair for Brian Johnson to be criticized as much as he's being criticized. So Nick Sirianni, I can respect that, and we're good on that front. So it's just the Eagles basically, early on said, okay, Nick Sirianni, he's not the guy we thought he was when it comes to offensive play calling. He's not the guy. So we got to bring in somebody that's familiar with Jalen, right? See what they can do. But then Nick still kind of had the power. So I don't know, maybe, Howie Roseman said, hey, we're going to bring in Jalen's guy, but you can still oversee what's going on. Jeff Lurie should have stepped in and said, hey, Nick, we want to maximize Jalen Hurts and Brian Johnson. We want them to be the next best offensive coordinator quarterback duo. We don't need you to control it, right? Let them take it over. If somehow, some way, it doesn't look right, then we'll step in, right? So for me, man, it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate. And it sounds like Nick Sirianni was forced to get out the way. He was forced to step aside. And it's just unfortunate, man, because, I don't know. It's just unfortunate. It really is. So that's all I got for you guys today. I just wanted to sort of get that off my chest. I apologize, Brian Johnson, because if it truly wasn't you and Nick Sirianni's taking the blame for it, I apologize. Because, it was a few times where it was off with your head. The bubble screens, right? All of that stuff. Last year was crazy. The Quez walking plays, it was all over the place. So I apologize, man. And hopefully, this year the Eagles offense can finally reach its maximum potential. So thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. I am Pablo Gary, your #1 Eagles fan from Maryland, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
You've been watching Think Eagles with your host, Pablo Gary. Thanks for always showing that brotherly love. See you in the next one. Fly, Eagles, fly.